Sheffield United 2, Manchester United 1 in what was, to be honest, one of the worst performances I've seen from this Manchester United team this season. And it's what we feared. It's what we feared. Not that I thought they were going to win the league, but again, this inconsistency that rears its head where we've played quite well against Liverpool and got that result, a fantastic result, and players that we thought were going to come in and step up and do well were absolutely woeful. And the reality is that the usual regulars, the usual punching bags, the Freds, the McTominays, the Daniel James, the Lindelofs, all these players that are often criticised by fans for not being good enough or misplacing the pass or doing things, etc. None of those players were playing. Okay? Pogba was playing, Bruno was playing, Martial was playing, Green was playing, Rashford was playing, Telles was playing, Tuanzebe was playing. All these players were hyped, are still being hyped, that would go and do the difference and displace some of the players that we had already, were woeful, were bad, were trash. And I never thought I'd say that we actually missed Luke Shaw in this game. We actually missed Lindelof because Tuanzebe, I know he hasn't played a lot, and that's probably the reason he's a bit rusty, but he was woeful. He was awful. His positional sense wasn't great. He wasn't really creating anything from the back. Harry Maguire, I think Harry Maguire actually was probably our man of the match from the goal and just the only one with any sense in defence. It was bad, guys. It was bad. And our forwards were poor. Rashford and Martial in particular had terrible performances. And to be honest, I'm seeing this for a while now. I don't think we can play the Cavani, Martial, Rashford thing. It's got to stop. We can't do that anymore. We can't play Cavani every game, and that sucks. And a part of me is like, was it really a good idea to let Ighalo go? Because all three of these players, none of them are really number nines. We need a number nine. We need a number nine with movement that can drag the defenders on, especially in games when we play teams with a low block. For the entire game, we were just basically just holding onto the ball, passing and moving it, slow, side-to-side football, not really doing anything, and we got what we got. I thought we might use the width, but Telles didn't go forward, Wan-Bissaka didn't go forward, our passing was awful. It was bad, guys. It was a very, very bad game, and I don't really know what to say, I'd have liked us to at least get a draw, not lose, okay, not lose the game, because at least, as terrible as the result as it is, if we draw the game, then at least, even if City win their game in hand, it'll only be 3 points. That's still fair enough. But to lose it and to be potentially 4 points, if City win their game in hand against Everton, is just not helpful at all. And it puts more pressure on this Arsenal game weekend, which we have to win. And I wouldn't be surprised if Ollie puts Fred and McTominay in to do something like that, but we'll see what happens. But it's again what we feared, the inconsistency FC. As soon as Ollie gets comfortable, the inconsistency comes back into this team. And I really hope that this inconsistency doesn't mean that we drop out of top four. But for me, guys, after this result, we shouldn't even be talking about any title talk. And I said this, and one of the things I said over and over and over and over and over and over again. Simple is that if Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is not backed in the January transfer window with signings, forwards, CDMs, defenders, etc., we are not going to challenge. So I know people are going to go at Ollie after this game, but no one, I repeat, no one has been going at the board at all this January transfer window. We're almost at the end of January, we haven't signed anyone, and that is why we are not going to challenge for a title this season. He was never going to be able to challenge because he was never fully backed, nor in the summer or in January, and we just have to deal with that. I'm done. Like the vid, subscribe, if you're new. Take care.